What are dreams made of? Unicorns and clouds, puppy dogs' tails, despair and regret. All of these things were included in MasterChef's Dreams Week, in which some dreams were shattered and some dreams were shattered even more. To discuss dreams and food and MasterChef and dreams some more, we have Masterchatter extraordinaire and professional mystery shopper, Bert Goldsmith.
Good evening.
Welcome,
Good
Bert.
evening. Thank you for having me back. 3 strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the 3rd strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good how you are available.
I'm always available.
Yeah.
Anybody out there available for weddings,
Do
parties?
you want Bert
anything.
for your function?
I'll dance.
He'll cook.
I can cook.
He's
I've
a
got,
foodie.
Well, sort of. And I've got a horse mask
He'll cook in a horse mask.
in a suit. Weddings, parties,
like a
anything.
dinner suit.
Any kind of suit you like. I'll hire a tux.
You'll hire a tux,
Yeah.
put on a horse mask,
Yep, and cook.
cook
Omelettes.
out there in the middle of the floor.
Yep.
Like if you have
While
a wedding.
dancing. Yeah. I
You'll
can
be dancing
choreograph.
and cooking, flipping pancakes.
Yes.
Chopping sushi.
Oh, yep. Anything. Rolling sushi with one hand, chopping things with another, broiling something, flipping an omelette.
Now, what we have to ask at this point, why hasn't MasterChef done this?
Again, they
Never.
don't come to us for ideas.
I know.
We talked about this in the first time I was on the show.
And yet, the ratings, they're not good.
They're not great.
It's like, can you really afford to pick and choose, MasterChef? Can you really afford to ignore us?
No.
More people watch this than watch your show. Pretty sure that's true.
And more people probably watch Big Brother
Yeah.
than watch MasterChef. That's a sad indictment.
If you're not careful, next year we will be doing Big Brother chat.
Yeah, and there'll be, exactly. And
Instead
we'll
of
have ideas,
Masterchat.
and they will come to us for ideas,
Yeah.
and you will watch the ratings
We
skyrocket.
will guest star on the show probably. We'll be
Yeah.
intruders.
Oh, that would be so great.
Why haven't you invited us on your show, MasterChef?
Can I be Gretel?
Can you be Gretel?
I'll be Gretel.
Will you disguise yourself as Gretel, or will you just come in looking like that and say, I am Gretel Colleen?
I've got a horse mask. So I could wear the horse mask and say
Imitate
I'm
that episode where Gretel wore a horse mask.
Yeah, and had the saddle and
Yeah.
that whole thing with the hooves and the,
Yeah.
you know.
And it was awkward because Merlin comes out, he's saying, free the refugees.
Yeah.
She's dressed as a horse, she had a whole bit planned.
Yeah, and he ruined it.
He ruined it.
Merlin.
Merlin.
There's the magic Merlin. Fruitcake.
I can't believe that he is now Australia's richest man.
I can't believe that he's gone on to do so
I can't
well.
believe that he now owns Fortescue Metals. It's incredible. Anyway, speaking of Fortescue Metals, this week was Dreams Week on MasterChef.
Was.
And what we found out about the dreams of the MasterChef people is that they're quite
Boring.
uninteresting.
Yeah, they're boring.
We met family members.
Yeah. They're boring.
It's interesting. The contestants reacted with happiness, I would say, to the appearance of their family members.
It was almost like they hadn't seen them for a while.
Yeah, it was.
It's the only time I'm ever happy to see my family members.
Yeah.
If I haven't seen them for 6 months.
Interesting thing is though, the family members come in, wives, mothers, kids, everyone, husbands, and they're like, yay, let's hug, and they're all crying, oh, it's so good to see you. But when the family members aren't there, which is every other episode, all these people ever talk about is how they don't want to go home.
I'm not ready.
So
I'm not ready to go home.
I think there were a lot of fake tears.
Yeah, crocodile
It's like,
tears.
clearly, if you are a family member of a MasterChef contestant, know this. They hate you. They never want to see you again. They are trying as hard as they can to stay away from you.
Anyway, bye, Kelty.
Yeah.
We won't miss you at all.
No, he's out. He's out because he cooked something that looked quite gross. It was sticky.
It was weird.
What was it? It was sticky, round things.
Yeah. What did he call it?
I don't know. What did he call it?
He called it something. It was gross.
It had Guinness in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because, I'm Irish. Did you know that?
Yeah, deeply
Thanks,
Irish.
Kelty.
Kelty. The other contestant who's out, though.
You'll miss her.
I'm sad about this.
You'll miss the dessert queen.
Yeah.
Lucy.
Yeah. See, I was disappointed. I'm disappointed with that. Because Rishi wasn't strong. He's, by his own admission, not strong at
Yes.
desserts.
Yeah. It should be noted that every season of MasterChef, one person is designated the dessert queen, and that person is always pretty bad at desserts. They're never good at desserts. The only reason they're called the dessert queen is that of all the things they're terrible at, desserts, occasionally they can come up with something better than what they would have made if it wasn't a dessert. I guess what I'm saying is the dessert queen is just the person in the competition who doesn't know how to apply heat, so they're better with cold things.
Yeah, but that, I mean, it could be the deli queen, you know?
With cured meats.
Cured meats and pasta salad.
They so rarely ask them to make pasta salad.
Why isn't there a deli queen, Masterchef?
Why isn't there a challenge where you have to go to a deli and you get half an hour, and whoever can put the most servings of pasta salad in a little plastic tub hand them to a customer in half an hour gets to choose 6 contestants to eliminate?
You're sponsored by Coles.
Because that's the way we're going.
Yeah, you're sponsored by Coles.
Why isn't there just a challenge
where they
can you
meat?
Work for Coles?
Yeah,
it could be like
a
a Coles decathlon where you get like a day in each department of Coles. Yep. And there's no cooking involved because MasterChef, just admit it, you're past cooking. You've left that behind.
Moved on from there.
We can tell by the way you keep, the producers keep coming up with ideas. Let's get them to deliver pizza. Let's get them to deliver lunch. Let's get them to drive around the city. Let's get them to find their way to a tiny Chinese restaurant in the middle of the city that they've never been to before. Let's get them to run up hills in the Yarra Valley. It's like every episode, and there's like one guy says, "So we have to have them cook something," and all the others are like, "Oh,
cooking
again."
This.
I did not get into the television ruining business to film people cooking.
No, I think he must have been the producer on, the Biggest Race or whatever those shows are called.
The Biggest Race.
What is that show called? You know where they
The Amazing Race. It's a good show.
Yeah, but The Biggest Race.
The Biggest Race.
How good would that be?
The bit where fat people race.
Well, we could start fat, or maybe what they do is they start small, and the race is to get as fat as possible. So you've got 3 months to eat as much as you possibly can.
Eat your way around the world.
Eat your way around the world if you want.
Yeah.
To get.
You don't have to go around the world.
No,
if
you
you
can
want,
stay
you can just stay at home
and eat sandwiches made of raisin toast
don't go around
and
the world.
ice cream.
You are going to burn calories.
Yeah, don't waste your time. You just sit at home on the couch and eat until you are the biggest person.
That would step on my concept for a show which I'll be filming over the summer called The Biggest Race, where we measure people of different races and find out which race is the biggest.
Get an average.
Yeah.
You're going to have to measure a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I tell you, it's not easy to pad that out
No.
to a 40-episode season. It's a lot of U-turns.
Yeah. You got to have
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
why,
twists. You got to have a lot of twists.
There's no necessity for anyone to go anywhere, but we keep sending these people running into the streets. It's like MasterChef.
Yeah. I love a camera that's jiggling as it follows someone.
Doesn't do that much.
No, it doesn't.
They should get them to film themselves.
Oh, that would be so great. Cut down on budget, right, by having the contestants film themselves.
Yeah. And make money by having them not just show the label of Western Star butter, have them dressed as a stick of Western Star butter for every challenge. Or just covered in Western Star butter.
Have them bathed in butter. Yeah. Have a bath full of liquid butter that they have to get into and out of every single time they're going to cook something. Like it's a pre-cooking ritual. It's up to them whether
they Not a bath each, one bath. They all get in together.
Yep. And that's not cleaned for the entire season.
Yeah. See, but Dreams, this is what I'm thinking, Dreams Week, there should have been a nightmare-themed challenge.
Yeah.
Where you have to cook something terrifying.
Terrifying, horrible to eat.
Yeah.
Probably, scary. Like when you're eating it, you sob.
Yeah, you have to cook something that is just devastates the judges.
Yeah, makes them gag with every mouthful.
The thing that gives them the most horrible experience.
Yep.
But not just tasting bad. Anyone can do something tasting bad. Something that really does emotional damage.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know, toenails.
If you had a pig's head.
Yeah.
But you cooked it and prepared it so that you put it there and it looked like George's mother.
Oh.
And so he had to eat his mother.
Yeah. Or like when you stab it, there's a thing inside it that it screams every time.
Yeah. Like a baby's scream.
Yeah, like a blood-curdling baby's scream.
Yeah.
blood comes out the eyes and
Or
things
like
like the
make the
ears.
baby from a Eraserhead.
Oh, yeah.
That alien, like the rumor is that it was like a calf fetus, but that's what the rumor is.
Good Lord.
It's unconfirmed. Some people say that the baby in Eraserhead was actually a calf fetus.
Wow.
But whatever it was, it would have made a good dish on MasterChef.
Spoiler alert to anybody who hasn't yet to see Eraserhead.
I don't know if you can have spoilers for Eraserhead. No one who's seen it knows how it ends because you can't understand anything that's going on.
That's right, yeah.
Look, spoiler alert, at the end of Eraserhead, you are fucking confused.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Much like at the end of
also
MasterChef.
trigger warning.
Trigger warning. If you were the sort who was going to be traumatised by horrific alien mutant babies squealing.
Probably don't watch Eraserhead.
Yeah.
Or MasterChef next week.
Yeah. Because it's like, this is Dreams Week, next week is Nightmares Week. This week you get to reunite with your family. This week you get to decide which member of your family you will let die.
See, that's interesting.
Sophie's Choice
Week. Yeah,
That's it, Sophie's Choice Week. First night you decide which of your family member dies. Second night you have to decide whether you want to sleep with Kevin Kline or Peter McNichol.
Oh, Kevin
Third
Kline.
night, whoever comes up with the most convincing Polish accent wins. Fourth night you have to make Peter Gilmore's snow egg.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, that was my least favourite part of Sophie's Choice. Was it Peter Gilmore who did the snow egg?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Peter something. Peter... Anyway.
I hated the snow egg.
I don't get the snow egg.
This isn't food. This is like a prop from Narnia.
Snow doesn't give birth to eggs. It gives birth to live embryos.
Snow is a mammal. It produces milk. It has live young.
Basically, MasterChef is a lie.
MasterChef is a lie.
Thank you, Peter Gilmore.
Is this something you come up with because Lucy's gone and you're sad?
Yeah, I'm a bit sad. I quite liked Lucy. I mean, Linton can go.
No.
Linton.
Well, he can go.
Yeah.
Here's the thing to remember. When they leave the show, they live their lives. We've had on Masterchat Alice Zaslavsky. She was on Masterchef. She got eliminated. She's okay.
She's all right.
After they leave the show, they get on with things. They don't die. You can still meet them and talk to them and be friends with them.
Well, you can still make out with them.
You can make out with them.
Like Linton.
I can make out with Linton, and I will, if he will have me. Linton.
I can't... It's not an option not to have you, Ben.
No. When I say that, it's because when you say that, what he's saying is he thinks I'm great. He's not saying, literally, I do not give you an option.
He doesn't give you an option. When you get here, you won't have an option. There is only one option.
He's not suggesting I'm like the Kobe Bryant of MasterChef themed.
No, I'm not suggesting that this week's theme is chloroform. What we're suggesting is that Ben's irresistible.
Yeah, I am irresistible, Linton. If you
also Kelty and Nolene, if you
want to take me for a ride in the top end, show me your top end.
Care for me.
Crack your whip.
If you want to become Ben's carer.
If you want to, I'm imagining like an erotic remake of City Slickers.
I was thinking of Australia.
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah, the movie.
Oh, the movie Australia.
We could do a scene by scene reconstruction of the film Australia with Linton as Hugh Jackman and
me as Nicole Kidman. Well, just me as all the other roles.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're versatile.
Yeah.
I don't see why we couldn't do that.
I literally don't see why.
No, it was a fairly easy movie to make.
Yes.
Low in budget. And a high quality
I think he shot it
drama.
all on one handheld camera.
Yeah, it was handheld.
Just using his friends
Yeah,
as
I think
the cast.
he hired it from Ted's cameras.
He mainly filmed it in his backyard and like around the streets of Brunswick.
Yeah. I mean, they were CGI After Effects were pretty good.
Yeah.
But that was made mostly in Brunswick, West Brunswick.
Yeah.
If you look carefully, you can see the freeway in the background and a couple of shots, and hipsters, kid on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the bombing of Darwin was actually filmed at the Melbourne Museum.
Yeah.
In the cafe.
It's a live reenactment every day. We talk about MasterChef at all?
Yeah, we have a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Look, Lucy made a mistake though.
Yeah, she did
Not
make a
just
mistake.
in her choice of partner.
I would think that Rishi's mistake was worse than that.
Not having enough ginger.
It was a ginger-based thing.
Yeah, but look, I don't even know what the dish was. Like, I watched it.
Yeah.
I still don't They never even gave it a name.
They didn't give it a name, but the one thing
Which
that
was
I would
weird.
like to name is the chocolate frozen poo that they put on the end.
Yeah, what was that?
What was that?
Oh, it was just so they could do something with nitrogen.
Yeah, the rest of it didn't need it.
Look,
Overboard.
Heston Blumenthal decided once long ago that he would try to freeze something with liquid nitrogen. Apparently that was the signal to the world to do everything with nitrogen forever. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's done. We're like macarons, done.
Yeah.
Stop it.
So, I don't know what it was.
Doesn't
So I
matter.
have to take the judge's word for what it should be.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They said that the baba,
Which I've never heard of.
which I think is like a name for a Hungarian witch,
Baba Ganoush. I think that's
Baba
the full-
Yaga.
Ah.
She had a house with chicken legs.
Ooh.
Chased this little girl. It was a terrifying story. The baba was the big deal, apparently.
Right.
And so the fact that Lucy's baba was dry, not a euphemism, Lucy's baba had been insufficiently dampened,
Yeah.
really let her down. Now, Samira had pink domes.
I think the pink domes were.
Also not a euphemism. Or is it? Does Samira have pink domes? Find out on MasterChef Up Late. Samira's pink domes didn't let her down as much as they might.
Right.
Which in theory I approve of, because if they're pink, who gives? Oh, they're pink and not red. Is that even a
reddish.
mistake? I don't think that's even an
It's not even
error.
a thing. They're reddish.
They're
Pink is a
reddish.
reddish colour, so
Also,
relax.
what colour is it once it's in your mouth?
Yeah.
So, I have to take the judge's word that the baba is really important, and her baba was wrong.
Right.
So, I realise that she is the dessert queen of your dessert heart.
She was.
She
I'm
was.
going to have to move on now.
Yeah. To Emma?
Yeah, let's say Emma.
Yeah.
Rishi, I said last week, 3 weeks ago when I was last on, that I think Rishi would win.
Yeah.
I'm still on that bandwagon.
Me too. He seems to think you will.
I think that he's had some chef training beforehand.
Really?
I think he's a cheat. I think he's the very first ever MasterChef ring-in, and he's a fake.
Are you saying that
Fine
because
cotton, that's what he's
he was in a 4-page spread in the weekend papers talking about his chain of 15 restaurants around the world?
It was a clue.
He has like 8 Michelin stars,
Yeah.
which is a little bit outside the spirit of this
Yeah,
show.
I mean, in other countries though, so that's what matters. His
Yeah.
training as a doctor in India doesn't count either.
No.
He can now be a cleaner
No.
here. That's the best he can
What
do.
I hate is like when people they train as taxi drivers here and they move to India and the Indian taxi company won't recognise their
Yeah,
qualifications.
I know, right? We've got the
So
best.
they have to go work in a hospital.
Yeah.
Rishi will not be working in a hospital or in a taxi.
No.
He will be working in a restaurant because he's going to win MasterChef. He's going to publish books.
Yeah.
He's going to be a superstar.
He'll probably have a show on Gem.
He'll have a show on Gem, or on Go, or on Lifestyle Food. Who will he beat?
I
the
think
final.
Linton's still going to be there.
Yeah.
I think he gets the women's vote. He's too pretty to ditch.
He's going to be there. He's going to be thrashed, but the judges will pretend it's close.
Yeah.
And Rishi will win.
Yeah.
We're nearly at the end. I mean, of this episode, we are at the end. We're nearly at the end of MasterChef.
Can you believe it was 58? Episode 58
Yeah.
was the dessert one where Lucy went out.
Yeah.
58 episodes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of television.
That's, by the end of it, this season of MasterChef will have more than 5 times as many episodes as Fawlty Towers ever did in all of history.
There's probably something to be said for that, isn't there?
Yeah.
People still talk about Fawlty
I
Towers.
guess
like it's
that
the
proves
greatest show.
MasterChef is a lot better than Fawlty Towers.
I'm not sure people are going to still be talking about this in 20 years, but they will be talking about Fawlty Towers.
And saying,
What was that about?
they'll be saying, oh, Faulty Towers, remember when TV used to make people laugh?
Yeah.
Oh, that cut down our productivity. So, that's Masterchat for this week. Thank you, Bert Goldsmith. Would you like to tell us something that people can, where can they see you?
I am doing 2 Fringe shows, Ben.
Two.
Count them.
Yep.
The first is called Sitcom Theme Song Sing Along. It's on at the Imperial Hotel from September 18 until September the 27th. Mm-hmm. The second is another show called Radio Variety Hour, which is on from the 28th of September until the 5th of October at the Loft at the Lithuanian House in North Melbourne.
Excellent. So go to the Melbourne Fringe website to get tickets to that and other Fringe shows. Go to masterchef.com.au if for some reason you want to relive Lucy's pain. And tune in next week for the final Masterchat, covering the final Masterchef. And our special guest will be George Kalambaris, who will show us which parts of his body he can lift heavy weights with. Thank you and good night.